My name is Joey, and this is my new office space. I mean, it's the same office, but I've made some tweaks, collected all my nerdy things, put them together, and yeah, trying out a new backdrop. So let me know what you think in the comments. And yeah, this is gonna be where I do my studio stuff. And here is Cricket. All right. So, let's talk. And this is coming off the top of the dome, just like Harry Mack would say. There's a lot of, just a lot of stuff going on. Personally, community, internationally, nationally, and internationally. It's hard to keep up with it everything. And I guess I wanted to take this time to speak from the heart, um, and be a little vulnerable in this moment so that I can, I don't know, maybe give some kind of peace and comfort to know that you're not alone, that there are still good things going out there in the world. And yeah, I mean, the good, the bad, and the ugly. There's just it seems like we're in the world of extremes now, where it's like just ugly and good. It didn't seem like there's any in between. But I've really started to think about fire. And this is something that I've internally been struggling with. And I think I'm coming to the realization that I guess what I started this fire journey, my initial ideas of what fire would look like, I've started to see that, those were other people's interpretations of what the fire lifestyle meant. Now I'm coming to a point of maturity and perspective that I've changed. In the beginning of my fire journey, I was very much influenced by what external factors or what people thought, what people perceived. And I'm watching a lot of content, a lot of great YouTubers and podcasts, and it's just really got me taking stock. And there are things that I like, things that I don't. I'm kind of in this weird pre-fire perspective, or not a perspective. I'm wondering out loud now, is the fire even worth it? If that makes sense. But I think ultimately it will. It's just there's no one size fits all. And I think we're also at a couple of different turning points in society and history, culturally. There's a lot going on. There's a lot of concern, confusion, anxiety about artificial intelligence, politics, overall money, just macro money, like big picture, and then the micro, which is everyday personal finances. And I think we're all just kind of going through the motions a little bit, or doing some performative things, and I've been guilty of that. But one thing I've learned is that there's never it's never too late to pivot. It's never too late to change your mind. And I think that should be normalized. We should be okay with changing our mind, changing our opinions based off of new facts, new information, and new perspective. So, the fire is evolving, I guess. This is something I've been thinking about too. When I initially created the fire social worker, it was it was purely an acronym, financial independence, retire early. Okay, I want to do that. I want to be financially independent and retire early as a social worker. That was as far as I thought of it. And I thought fire is catchy and, you know, there was a branding element and it's people like it. People like when they hear it, they're like fire social worker. That's cool. But now, I don't know. Part of me feels like by labeling myself the fire social worker, it limits me to only being worried about finances. And I put a lot of effort into financial social work. That's something that I still care deeply about, and that's part of my ikigai, my life's work. And that's not going to stop. But I think I am taking stock in what does the rich life actually mean to me. This is a personal thing. And every one of you is going to have a personal thing. That's why it's personal finance. But this isn't even necessarily just about finances. This is just about life and the decisions that we're making, the impacts that we're making, both positive and negative. And we all have a choice at this point to be good people. And some of us are choosing not to be good people. And I think the history books will highlight the people that chose not to be good people. You might not think you're not being a good person right now, but eventually it'll come out. Your your actions will show whether or not you were a good person. And what is a good person in 2025? You tell me. Write it down in the comments below. What does a good person mean to you right now? When you see a good person, what are the things that you say, "Oh yeah, that makes a good person"? Let's have a conversation about that. I see goodness in everywhere I go. I choose to see goodness, but I also see the bad, the ugly, the mean spirited, all that stuff. Those people in those moments are choosing not to be good people. And we can't let that small number of people infect us with their negativity, their biases, and their closed minded thinking. I'm choosing the path of positivity. I'm going out into my community and trying to make a difference. And so far, I am making a difference. And I don't say that in a braggadocious way. I'm just saying my actions are helping people. What actions are you taking that are actually helping people beyond yourself? And I'm not always perfect. I do selfish things. I make mistakes. I have moments of weakness. But I'm not going to let those bad decisions, mistakes, flaws in my character derail my mission, which is to help people at scale. So, my challenge to you, you're one person watching this video. How can you help people at scale in your own community, in your own sphere of influence? I'm choosing my community. I'm choosing my digital spaces. I'm trying to make a positive difference everywhere I go. And I'm not perfect, but I'm trying. And I want to see you try. I want to see the impacts that you have made, are making, and going to make. So tell me, what are you working on? How are you helping people at scale? And as for the FIRE movement, the FIRE social worker, I'm evolving in that to mean more than just finances and retiring early. Now, my mission as a FIRE social worker is to light fires in people, to light them up, to lift them up, and to encourage people to also light positive fires in their community. So it's a ripple effect. It's compounding. The more people do it, the more things can change in a positive way. Because that's the thing I've learned about finances. Compounding goes both ways. You can have negative compounding interest, which is dragging you down, or you can have positive compounding effects. So your money is growing. But that also can tie into your impacts on the world, because that compounds in the positive as well, and the negative. So all the negative things that you're doing in your life and in your world, those are compounding. But you can reverse the flow of negative compounding. You have to start doing positive compounding to counteract that. It's possible. It's very possible. I'm in the process of doing both of those things on my finances and in my life. It's not easy, but it's worth it. And I hope that you will see that it's worth it too. I feel like we're in a series of dark moments, and I'm choosing light. I'm choosing not just lighting my own path, but I'm choosing to light the way for others. What are you going to do? Are you going to shine your light even just for yourself? Are you going to shine the light for the people around you? Or are you going to turn your light off and live in the darkness? Because that's not where I want to be. That's not the future I want. So I hope this message resonates with some people. And I don't care if you share it. I don't care if you like it, comment, anything like that. This is a real person talking about real things. And if you've made it to this part of the message or this video, I appreciate that. There's so many things you could be watching and listening to right now. So I value that. I appreciate that. But I'm also gonna challenge you to, if at the very least, internalize. Think about this message. Think about the light or the dark. Which do you want to be in? And are you going to step up and be the light for others? So, my job now as the fire social worker is to light a fire in everyone that I come across with. I take that to heart, something that I see the responsibility, but I also see the possible positive impacts. And that's going to be worth it for me. It's already been worth it. But we need a wake-up call. If you're watching this video, then maybe you need a wake-up call if you made it this far. So follow me as we go through this together. I am not an expert on life. I've made tons of mistakes, and I'm paying for them right now, and I will probably pay for some of those mistakes for years to come, both financially, but emotionally, physically as well. So part of what I'm putting my efforts into and my energy into is to being a better human being, being more active, being stronger, being more compassionate, more thoughtful, more introspective, just trying to be a better human being overall. So I'm a work in progress, so are you. Let's work together. If I reach one person with this message, I'll be happy. Some people might think that this is just the side hustle, this is a way to make money, and honestly, that's how it started. This whole thing, podcasting, all this stuff was a side hustle. I thought I could maybe make money off of this somewhere down the road. And the irony is, I really haven't made any money off of podcasting. But that's okay. I'm having a blast. I'm learning, I'm growing, I'm developing, I'm networking like crazy. I'm meeting people I never would have met. So, yeah, I'm not in this for the money. But that's how it started. That's not how it's going to finish. So, my mission, my goal is to light a fire in as many people as possible. A real positive fire. Something that will make positive change, momentum. That's what I want. And if that's something you want, then That's great. Now, with that clarity comes action. So, what action are you going to take next? This is this is a different video for me, and I apologize if it's too personal, too intimate. I don't care at this point. I'm not gonna live my life in regret and say, "Oh, well, I should have said that," or I'm saying the things out loud that I want my audience, my people to hear. And that's something I've failed to address and acknowledge sometimes is I have an audience. I don't know a lot of the people in the audience, but I can feel their presence. I see the views. I'm starting to see likes and comments and shares. So some people are liking what I'm saying. They're liking what I'm doing, and I appreciate that. But I'm talking to that one person that's watching this or listening to this. We got to fight. We got to fight for a positive future. I don't know what that fight looks like yet, but I'm here for it. And if you're willing to fight with me, then follow along, share, engage, ask questions, you know, give me feedback, help me reach a wider audience. If you like this message, then yeah, share it. But only if you like the message. If you like it enough to share it. That means the world to me. But this isn't going to resonate with everyone, and that's okay too. But I really do think that if people sat down and thought about the words that I'm saying, the sentiments that I'm expressing, they would take a pause. And I hope in that pause there is a seed that gets planted. It may take years for the seed to sprout and grow, but I will have done my job to plant that seed of hope, of positivity, of humanity. And at this point, it's like this is my life mission is using my platform in this moment in time to speak to as many people as possible. But all that to say is that the fire is burning right now in me. And if there's a fire burning in you, then I challenge you to light up somebody else who maybe needs it more than anybody in this moment. You probably know who that person is. Reach out to them, call them, engage with them. Be a good human being. We need more of those now more than ever. Okay. Well, that was fun. How are you feeling? I can laugh, and I hope we all can laugh still after everything that's going on. But I still have hope. I still have muscular positivity. I have that. And that's not going away. If anything, that's just going to get more intense as the years go on. So, this isn't even my final form. And if you get that joke, I love you. I love you either way. I love all of you. I'm not trying to be all sappy, but I really do love everyone. I love all the audience members, whoever's listening, watching. I love you. Not in a weird way, just I love my human beings, my fellow humans. So please, light a fire in somebody, or light a fire in yourself, or both. Preferably yourself first. Take care of yourselves. Hug somebody, love somebody, and I'll catch you on the next stream.